Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. I actually really appreciate it. So today I'm going to talk about how I made $4,631.78 in the last week with the help of AI. So for my British viewers, or if you're British like myself, that is £3,586.37 in 1 week, which is a pretty damn good wage, if I do say so myself. So how did I make this? How did I do this with AI? So it's not an AI automation agency. It's no faceless AI YouTube videos. I didn't use chatbot building or AI app development for other businesses. And best of all, it only took me a few hours of work. At the moment, I have no full-time job and I'm still a student at university. So what is it? Basically, I've been using AI to help me invest in the stock market. So as you can see here, between the 31st of October and the 7th of November, I had 11.97% growth, which is £3,586. So quickly, what is the stock market? The stock market is a platform where you can buy small percentages of businesses called shares, and you can buy shares of businesses such as Amazon, Apple, or Microsoft. And the idea is that businesses go up and down in value over time, and you want to buy shares at a low price and sell them later at a higher price. So on the stock market, some people lose money, some people win money. Generally, the people who lose money are people who are just getting started in a thing called day trading, and that is where you capitalize on the short-term price fluctuations of stock prices or commodities, generally on the minute-to-minute basis, hour-to-hour, day-to-day, maybe even week-to-week. I don't dabble in it too much. Or there is a more predictable and tried and tested way to make money on the stock market, and that is long-term value investing. This is where we buy shares in stocks and we hold them for a few months, maybe a year, maybe even a decade. And we buy these shares because we think that these companies are going to increase in price over time. Now, the best person in the world at long-term value investing is Warren Buffett. He's made over $120 billion over his lifetime investing in the stock market, and he uses a simple set of criteria to evaluate stocks. The idea is that he buys businesses that are currently undervalued on the stock market, and there's a high chance then that eventually the undervalued stock will rise to the price that it's actually worth. So it's kind of similar to walking into an antique shop, let's say. This is a good analogy. And say you see a painting for sale. Now, the owner of the antique shop, neither any of the other customers in the shop at the time understand the real value of the painting, and so it's been listed for a lower price than what it should be worth. But you, as an expert in this particular artist or time period or whatever, understand that actually the value of the painting is worth more than what it's been displayed for. So you buy it, you hold on to it for some time, and you sell it at a later date, maybe at an auction house, to people who are more appreciative of art, let's say, and you're able to fetch a higher price than what you paid for it, therefore making profit. It's the same with buying shares. You determine if it's undervalued, you buy the shares, they go up in price over time. And Warren Buffett has a specific set of criteria to do this and to work out whether a company is a good buy or not. So I've built out an AI system that helps you invest like Warren Buffett. I just realized I should have put capital letters on there. Silly me. But basically it researches stocks using Warren Buffett's investment criteria, and it allows you to make a sensible and informed decision when purchasing stocks. and we focus on long-term growth and financial stability here. So my AI system that I'm calling StockBot has been tested a few times. Now, I will admit I did clickbait you a little bit. The numbers here are from a practice account. This isn't actually real money. However, this is real performance based on what the stock market has actually done in the last year. So the results aren't fake. So my first test with StockBot was from January to February. I bought 5 different stocks, and over about 2 months they grew on average 16.93%. After that first test, I sold those shares and I bought just one new one, I think it was Meta, and after a few months, eventually I ended up making 20.37% on that investment. I sold that one, and the final test that I've done has spanned a length of time from the end of August until now. Again, I bought shares in 5 different companies. I believe that was Nvidia, Amazon, Microsoft, Vital Farms, and Vita Coco. And because things were particularly volatile at the time, you can see there's a few step ups here. Over that time, I was just periodically buying shares or incrementally buying shares over a month, because when the market is volatile, if you buy incrementally, you get the average price from all those price fluctuations, which basically just mitigates risk. And then for the remaining 2 months, I just let the investments grow. And in the final test that I've done, or the most recent test that I've done, I've made 21.84% from my investments, which are all insane results. So I did say I clickbaited you a little bit, and the absolute gains that I made, that I was claiming to have made, were from a practice account. From my actual account, I'm going to hide exactly how much money is in there. It's less than what I've been practicing with, but I just want to highlight again the percentage gain, 28.12% over the past year, which again is unbelievable gains, far outpacing inflation and doing better than what is generally considered good on the stock market, which is 7 to 11% gains per year. So another really important point that I want to highlight is this. So last year I earned less than minimum wage. Though I was at university, I did a placement year and I was working full-time for 1 year as an engineer in a factory. And as I said, less than minimum wage, because that's legal if you're doing a work placement through some kind of educational body. And I was making £10.66 per hour, which is $13.60. So I saved everything that I could and I invested everything that I saved. And over the course of the year, I used my AI system and I made some sensible decisions. And now, 1 year later, without working at all, so I used to work 37 hours per week, now I'm working 0 hours per week, if you exclude university work, and I'm now actually making a little bit more than what I was when I was working full time, which is unbelievable. So just consider that. If I told you in 1 year's time, you could effectively double your income. So you're earning your income from your full-time job and you're earning the same again from your investments. Would you take that opportunity? I think you would. I think that's a no-brainer. So I want to roll out my AI system called StockBot for commercial use. I want to roll it out to the public as a fully polished product, but it's not quite ready yet. However, I've set up a link. You can just go down below, put in your email and your name, and you'll be put on a list. And for a few lucky few people, I'll be granting early access to a beta version of the prototype. And for a limited time, access will be free whilst you help me in giving advice and pointers for what you want, for what features you'd like to see in this AI system, as well as just me ironing out some bugs. And eventually then a fully polished and commercially ready product will be available. So that's my plan. If you're interested in being a part of that process, sign up with the link below. And yeah, I really appreciate you listening to this actually, and I wish you a successful year.